what's up, everybody? It's your boy Royce, the voice of the K-Team, Orange Clique, Orange Leaders, and this is Royce's Rant, and this is my co-host, Dante. Say what's up to the people.
What's good, everybody?
Peace and blessings to all, you know what I'm saying? We got the clique out here, we got Johnny, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't got to introduce everybody.
Hey, man, listen, man. Okay. Hey, you love me doing that, man. You always cut me off. Here we go again. Right. You know what I'm saying? We got my boy Gabe, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to K-Mars, you know what I'm saying? He's the eye above the sky. But last but not least, ladies and gentlemen.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Before we get right into
the legend.
Hold up. Like this man right here, you feel me? Like, Johnny introduced us to this man, dog, you know what I'm saying? And it was about 2012, 2013. And he was in the process of finishing a book titled Anatomy of a Cheater. You know what I'm saying? This young man right here is how can I say this, man? He is decorated in so many ways in life. Decorated, you know what I'm saying? He is a published author, you know what I'm saying, of 2+ books. You know what I'm saying? He is highly educated, you know what I'm saying? He is a jack of all trades, you feel me? This man is slick, kind of like my mentor on the low, you feel me, man? This man is a life coach, you know what I'm saying, man? He's a good father to his kids, like everything, you know what I'm saying? An all-around young brother, you know what I'm saying? And I just like to introduce everybody to Mr. Herschel Williams, aka Dr. Anatomy, and he's gonna let y'all know what that really means, like what that all means. Why do we call him Dr. Anatomy, man? Say what's up to the people, Herschel.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I appreciate you guys having me on, for real. This is surreal, man. Like to see you guys doing your thing.
Man, already, man. It's been a minute, man. Like, we got to get the people some back history just a little bit.
This is my first time meeting him. Bro, I don't know why I thought you was going to have dreads for some reason.
No.
Because, see, the stories that we told, I guess, just everything,
Yeah. I knew you as the fucking table dude. That's how I knew you. This dude that fucked the table.
Okay.
That's what they told me, bro.
Oh, damn. What's fuck the table?
Okay. You remember that? Okay, it was this time. This was back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we were at this restaurant, you know what I'm saying? And I think you were explaining the situation from, like, back in college days. You know what I mean? And I remember you getting up. Everybody's at the table, you know what I'm saying? We were, drinking, eating. And you were explaining the story, you know what I'm saying? And when you were explaining the story,
show the people.
If I showed it, the microphone would move. But I remember you explaining the situation, and you got up and you were like, "Man, I was like the tables were moving and stuff like, oh, this is our introduction. I was like, is this how it goes?"
Oh, that's the first time you met him?
Well, I mean, we kicked it with him like that, because we all went to eat, try to, you know what I'm saying, feel each other out, because we were actually starting to film actually for his book, Anatomy of a Cheater, you know what I'm saying? We were doing an excerpt of it. And, man, I'm not going to explain that too much anymore.
He actually played me in the movie.
It started off with, first it started off with Melvin.
Yeah, Melvin started out.
You know what I'm saying? Melvin started out, and then, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Melvin. He's doing this thing, with ABC and the show Nashville. He was doing this thing up there. So, I mean, I guess I was next in line. I was a light-skinned dude, light-skinned nigga, but I mean, I tried to be dark-skinned as possible.
Tried to be as dark as possible.
I tried, you know what I'm saying? Man. But, you know what I'm saying? It was a blessing to get to work with him in that situation. But I want you to explain to the people, man, like, Anatomy of a Cheater is pretty much based on a true story, correct?
Anatomy of a Cheater is straight truth. I mean, it's everything. It's a collaboration of my life. It starts out from the time as far as back as I can remember. So I'm thinking about 5 years old.
So it's like an autobiography?
It's about that's exactly what it is, man. What it was, my first wife, she said, she used to always have me talking to her friends about life, love, loss, that type of thing in relationships. And she said, you need to write a book. And so at first I kind of dismissed it, but I went away for a minute, man, and had some time to myself. And one thing led to another. I just started putting things on paper, people just say I have a great memory. And so I just start writing down. And once it starts to flow, I guess it's kind of like a rap song. Once it starts to flow, you start remembering all the things, all the highlights in your life, all the things that make you who you are. Mm-hmm. And from one to the next, man, I just start writing down the things that sexually that took me from one place to another, to another, to another. And then I started to think back on what made me the way I am. Because I'm a self-confessed, back in the day, I was a male whore. You know, I'm just gonna put it out there like that.
Put it out there.
Prostitute.
Put it out there.
Well, I wouldn't say prostitute because you got to get paid for it.
Oh, you want to get paid?
I was just educating myself about females, and you know, I've always wanted to be the best. You know, I have 5 boys and a girl, and I always tell my boys, you know, don't let anybody outdo you. And so for me, that meant in anything I did, whether it was school books, whether it was homework, whether it was athletics. But for me, it came down to mastering the female mind, because I always said I wasn't the cutest guy in the classroom. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you have to learn how to access their mind and understand them so they can recognize you. When you're a cute guy, you got them halfway beat. Mm-hmm. But a lot of guys who are cute, you know, they don't have the conversation to go along with it. So my goal was to just sit back, watch, and I hate to say it, but
Johnny was like, yeah, that is right, though.
Man, Johnny like a mentor to me, man.
Good game right here.
Yeah. Man, you got Johnny and I in a room together, man. That's like knowledge, dude. When it comes to females, man, that's knowledge.
Y'all get shit.
I ain't gonna put him out there like
I'm glad
that.
ain't no
My
female,
boy, man.
Y'all probably start fucking. This is me and Combo.
Put a center sign right here. The whole show.
Man, we used to sit down, me and this dude, man. The way we met, we used to live in the same apartment complex. And we would sit outside for hours and hours and just spit it about females and what we had been through. And, you know, when you start hearing things from somebody else, you be like, damn, I'm the same way. Damn, I master people the same way. And, you know, I'm not saying, when I say master females, I don't mean it to be in a braggadocious way. Mm-hmm. My goal is to understand who you are, understand how you coming, and then make myself the person that you look for.
Yeah, tailor make yourself.
That's exactly what it is, man. And I tell young guys all the time, if you can make yourself one step better than the next guy, then you got the female. Mm-hmm. And especially these new millennials, man. I got a 17-year-old son. I'd be like, look, dude, go out there and get her. You know, end of the day, go out there and you date anybody you want. This is 2019. You can date any race. You can date any size. You do you. Yeah. If you feeling like a big girl today, you're a big girl.
Just today.
If you feeling like dating you an Asian, go find her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I used to say, if you were Catholic, I was Catholic. if you was Baptist, I was Baptist.
Hey, when it wrong, damn it.
If you was Muslim, Assalamu alaikum. I'm telling you, bro.
Yes.
This is like,
you gotta understand them,
the
bro.
male version of fucking, what's Shawty from X-Men?
Oh.
Damn, what's her name? You just like a chameleon, basically.
Dude, you gotta blend in. That's exactly what it is, bro.
Mystique.
Mystique.
Yeah, Mystique is like, so I mean, okay, so let's talk about the book Anatomy of a Cheater, man.
All right.
Now you said that you realized that you had like a problem.
Well, in essence, yeah.
Was it women?
Did you read the book, fam?
Of course, we had to read the book if we were going to shoot the film, but why are you asking? I'm talking to him like I don't know because it's for the interview, my nigga. I don't talk like I do know. I can talk like I do know, but then I'll be answering his own questions.
Go ahead, bro.
Beep. This is cut right here. That's
bro,
real
go
cut
ahead,
right here.
dude. I'm gonna just ask the question.
What were you ever like? Did you ever like ask permission for like some of the people that you've been with, or you just said fuck it, I'm just gonna go and write it and whatever happens. Because I'm reading the book, everything wasn't a happy ending. You know what I'm saying? There was some motherfuckers that got, you know, upset. There were motherfuckers that shit. I remember them, you know, calling in and telling us the story ourselves. You know what I'm saying? When we were having that meeting one time, like
what it is, man. I tried to the best of my ability. I tried to keep it 100. If the thing about it is, if you don't lie, you and the person that it happened to, y'all know what happened. Now, whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was golden, they know the truth. And so one person said to me, you embellished. I'm like, come on now. Come on now. You and I did this. Now, if you want to get behind closed doors and say, hey, don't say this.
Right.
Because I got an old man right now. You know?
Right.
And basically, in that sense, it kind of happened. I ain't going to put her out there. But she was like, you know, I cannot believe you said. And then when you publish in a book, you have to change the names to protect the innocent.
I feel you.
But the people that knew you in that time frame can pretty much pinpoint who they are. So for what I did, I reached out to everybody that I could contact. And for me, I got a huge globe, a huge bubble. I reached out to them and said, look, I'm going to write this book. Or I've already written this book. And in my book, this happened, that happened, this happened. Who would you like your name to be? and they would give me names. So for me, it gave me the opportunity to, that was their way of being a part of what I was doing.
Right.
So a lot of them picked their own names. And, you know, if you look deep down into it, if there was not going to be a happy ending, I would kind of just let it slide out, you know. But for the most part, I always talked about my indiscretions, not theirs or what they did wrong, you know. But hey, sometimes it just came out that way.
Do you regret any of that?
Not at all. Not at all. No.
Not at all.
You know, even to today, the people that I meet, the girls that I date, or the people that I'm involved with or whatever, they try to make you regret your past.
Right.
You can't, because your past is what helped develop the future. You know what I'm saying? So why regret it? That is who helped shape you, or that stuff that happened helped shape who you are today. So no, I don't regret any of it. And I hate to say that, but no, I don't regret it at all.
It's basically like the crucible. Like, you gotta mold yourself. And it's a big thing, because a lot of women, like, they be like, you a womanizer and a third, but like, how the fuck we supposed to get good at this shit?
Well, the thing is, those are their names. You know what I'm saying? Those are the names they put on things that try to defame you or defame your character, you know. But I'm who I am. I try to live up to who I was at the time. Now, am I the same person today? I like to go on record and say, no, I'm not. Yeah. But he's still in there somewhere.
Somewhere.
He's still in there. It's just as you get older, you get wiser. My father used to always say, if I knew then what I know now. And at the time, I didn't quite understand that. But if you knew then what you know now, then you'll do better. You know better, you do better. You know what I'm saying?
If you knew then what you know now, what would you have done differently?
Not a chicken, not a wang, not a goddamn thing.
I was gonna say it before, not a goddamn
not a thing.
For real.
So give us an excerpt of something like within that book, like something that kind of sticks out. Like
I'm gonna tell you why a cheater does what a cheater does.
Okay.
And everybody has their own idea of why men cheat.
Okay. But
I mean, there are a few books out there that actually talk about it. But for me, and it's in my studies, you know, I have a degree, and they told us when I was trying to get this doctoral degree, they said, always speak in truths. Yeah. Always try to speak in fact. So for me, I feel, my opinion, when a man cheats, it's not about the person he cheats on. It's about something that's happened in his past to make it, it's like he's protected himself. I'll give you an example. I'm in a rewarding relationship right now. Okay. But when we have conversations, I'll say, you know, I'm doing good right now. I'm not cheating. I'm not out there doing my thing. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But when you bring it like that and you try to be a good person, people run over you. But when I was out there kicking, slanging, and having a good damn time, when I say slanging, I mean slanging this elephant nose. You know what I'm saying? when I was out there doing my thing, you know, I wrote a poem once, and it was the poem was titled, you know, damn it, it's gonna come to me in a second. It was kind of like when I was doing the wrong thing, y'all still respected me. You know, y'all had more respect for me when I was doing it the wrong way, and I knew better. So anyway, you said something that sticks out. In chapter 4 of my book, I talk about how I was 15, 16 years old, and I was molested by a 30-year-old woman. Now, at the time, did I call it molestation? Not at all.
That's a big thing that a lot of people don't realize. Like, you thought you was cool and shit, and like that shit that like you said in your past, like that might have made you the way you are.
Oh my God, I'm gonna tell you what it does for you, bro. You ever notice that girls who are molested, sometimes, I'm not gonna say all the time, they come out, they be straight out freaks.
Oh yeah.
Or they can't ever get their emotions in check or their sexuality in check, because what it is, a person is made to feel things or do things long before you're supposed to.
You're ready to,
And so in my case, I was 15, 16 years old, and this 30-year-old lady got a hold to me, and she asked me in the elevator, she said, you ever had a grown woman's pussy? And I was a young dude, and at the time...
I was like, was you even fucking at the time?
Cool. I was fucking. But I wasn't fucking, you know, I wasn't putting it down like that, you know what I'm saying? Because you didn't know how. But when you mess with an older person, she's going to tell you how to do it, how to feel, how to do this, how to feel this, how to, you know. And she stopped the elevator one time between floors. And man, she got on her hands and knees and started sucking on this thing. And man, it changed my life.
The testimonial. The testimonial.
In what ways did it change your life? Changing lives over there.
Man, well, what it was, they need rehab. They need some good head.
You know what it was, and we'll get into that later as far as how I feel about head. But what it was is she was mastering a young kid, 30 years old. She had that fully developed body.
Fully developed throat.
Man. And she started putting things on me that at the time I probably shouldn't have learned. I was in my mid-20s.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happens, that makes you the more experienced person for your time period.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start dating women that's your age, well, you got them. You fulfilling things that they've never touched, So you go out there and you seek to destroy.
Right.
You get a young chick, you knock her to the left, and by the sound she's making or by the way she looks at you when you finish putting it down, she looking at you like, damn.
Why to the left, though?
Because the right don't work.
You already know. Right. You already know.
You got to knock it to the left, man. And so
out the frame.
Then she start calling you. I mean, if men would just take the time to just listen to what the opposite sex says to them. I'm not ranting, no pun intended.
Right.
I'm talking about when they call you and say, hey, man, I ain't never felt that way. She's telling you things that's coming from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
She never felt like she's too young to feel this. And so you keep on seeking to destroy. Not in a negative way, but it's like homing in on your craft.
Mm-hmm.
You keep on practicing, keep on doing what you do, man. And so I was all about learning. A lot of guys, when you hitting it, you out there making love, having sex, or whatever you want to call it today, you wearing it out. And she said, right there, right there, right there. Mm-hmm. I was the guy that stayed right there.
Yeah.
I didn't go up, I didn't go down, I stayed right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how you teach your kids and your boys, man. Look here, be one step better than the next guy. Lay it down. Yeah. Lay that pipe like you're a plumber.
Lay it down.
That's what it's all about, man. And that's what she taught me. And then I came back to find out, which, there's no secrets in my book. I found out later on she was married. Man, it crushed me. Because I was a young kid and I thought I was dominating this old guy in love.
One out of husband film.
Is there anything beyond love? Man, I was in lust, love, and some more stuff. And then she, when I found out she was married, she laughed it off like, boy, I told you. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
So out of that, like, who was paying for the dinners? Was she?
She's paying for everything.
She's paying.
I ain't had no money, man.
I'm just saying, I figured she was trying to make you gonna pay for my meal for this.
No. And it became a regular thing.
Yeah.
Every time I worked, and she was on the schedule.
What were some of the places y'all went? Y'all had
God,
it. I know the elevator was one.
The elevator was where it started, but we used to go outside.
There was one part of the book where it was about a roof. Yeah,
rooftop. On the roof. We would catch the elevator, go upstairs on the roof, and we would let it go back down. Yeah. Anybody coming up there, because she worked in the kitchen, so they would go upstairs to the lockup to get their supplies and stuff. So she knew where to go. We literally would go outside on the roof, under the stars, man. And she always wore a skirt or something. She could easy access. She'd pull that skirt up, and I was a young kid. I ain't gonna lie to you. I get it, and I didn't stay in it for like 5 minutes. So I hit it, slang.
Yeah.
And man, what felt like 35, 40 minutes, an hour, shit was like 5. 7.
The longest 5 minutes of your life.
We go up there twice in one night. I'm like, damn, that shit felt so good. We tried again. But the moral of that story is that whole chapter was about how she loved and she lost. She told me she loved me. She knocked my boot, made me feel good, and then she was out of my life.
Yeah.
And so from that point on, I kind of had a vengeance, of what I wanted to do. I always wanted to make a woman feel great, but I wanted to do it in a way that she never forgot who I was.
Is that like the love 'em and leave 'em thing? Is that kind of like she trained you to do that?
No, she broke my heart. And so I never wanted anyone else to have that opportunity to do that. So,
to you?
To me. So I would stock my cabinets, meaning if I had one girl that I was crazy about, I always had another one that took care of me physically. Mm-hmm. And B knew about A, but A didn't know about B. Exactly. And that was just my mantra for years. I mean, you know. Then as I got older, you know, my late years, I would just kind of be honest and tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, look here, I got you, but I also got somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So after this,
that's funny. I wish I could divulge like what I'm going. I had to talk to you. I can't divulge on my situation now. But
I can. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you can. You're saying names.
No, I ain't saying no names. I'm saying I can say situations, but I mean, you like, single, well, see, this is what we were talking on the phone not too long ago. You know, in which I agree in a sense. It's just like it. No matter what, there's always a 50-50 chance with anything, but I think it heightens the percentage on that when you are just honest, when you just keep it real and like, all right, look, this is all I'm looking for. It's what I want to do. This type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's funny that we talk
this website. I'll be doing this stuff like that, and in times that shit's worked for me in a sense because first, if they hear the truth in what I'm saying, some will be like, oh, okay, well, I appreciate you telling me that it's all cool and we'll be cool, and then next thing you know, they come back around and be like, hey, there's no to expect. Bro. You know what I'm saying? And then the other one's just like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Then you got ones that's just like, appreciate you telling me.
Yeah, I'm a
God bless, good night.
Yeah.
But they still got respect for you today. You know what I mean? So you're satisfied to knowing you ain't hurt nobody's feelings. You ain't dragging along like I've been doing, like in my past, just dragging along in relationships. And really, at the end of the day, I just wanted to kick. I just wanted to have fun. But
but you was a punk, though.
I was a punk. And
that's what it is, though. This is what it is.
I was a punk, and I just, you know, I thought I had to do all this extra stuff just to get what I wanted. And really, I could have just said,
yeah, I'm trying to do this.
That's all I'm trying to do.
And I'm not no exaggeration. Like I probably delete the messages because I don't keep them shits. Mm-hmm. But I literally asked about 4 women like why they like me within the past week, and they were like, "You just real, like you blunt, like you don't be around the bush, like you just it is what it is." Like, and that's just funny. And I want to talk about listening to women because a lot of people think that means listening to what the fuck they say. That don't mean listening to what the fuck they say.
Are there key points?
Like it's like body language and like being in the situation before and like shit like that. I want you to divulge on that a little bit.
My goal is never to not listen to what they say, and that means, like you said, body language. It also means listening to when they coming from the heart. Mm-hmm. My goal is to always try to be different. You know, listen to what they say. What is it that you like? What do you want me to do to you? You know, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to be like your last boyfriend. Mm-hmm. You know. When I was seriously dating, I'd meet a girl and I'd be like, look, I don't even care if you got a boyfriend, you know, because my goal is to be the best of what I'm doing. So you don't worry about all that crap.
Shout out to the side niggas.
the professional for hire, mother.
For hire. Hey, top shelf.
This is professional side nigga, this professional stepdaddy.
You know, don't concentrate on what the next guy's doing. Do you? You know what I'm saying? You know, because my book says at the very top, adults do what adults want to do. And what that means is if you can get away with it, ain't nobody else looking, behind closed doors, we sneaking, we dodging, it's between you and another person. You know, it don't become public information till one of y'all tell. You know,
true that.
And so that's kind of how people live their lives, but they live it in a sense where they try to hide from who they really are. Who are you for real? You know? Do you just want to, like my man over here to my left saying, do you just want me to be a baby stepdaddy?
Right.
Or do you want to just, you know, lay and play? And a lot of people just want to lay and play.
Yeah.
You know, they want to learn from you. But you come in thinking that you got to be their man, you got to be their stepdad, you got to be their mentor. No. Ask her, what is it you want from me? Like you just say, you asked 4 people in the last few weeks, why do you like me? Listen to their answers. Yeah. Because if the answers start sounding the same 9 times out of 10, they probably telling the truth. You know, it's just because they even one you, it's 4 of them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, just listen to what they're saying. There's no trickery. There's no magician behind it.
I don't do all that shit.
So let me ask this. Out of now, I'm saying just with women in general, like, I mean, it's all different situations for each woman, but like, overall, do you really feel that sometimes I feel like the women don't be wanting what they say
that's what I meant when I say, like, listen to the woman. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, just like you said, like, what they really want. Because sometimes, like you said, like, shit, sometimes you just get horny, you just want to fuck. But it seems like with some women,
A lot of women.
Well, with a lot of women, they be wanting that too, but then they give you this whole setup. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? The kids and the man to do this and do that and all that jazz. But it's like, nah, do y'all really want that, or do y'all just want the dick? Like, what's really good?
The problem is,
Yeah, how you deal with dishonest women?
sometimes they don't mean to be dishonest. Sometimes they come in with the main objective to either just knock it and love it, but you might come in, you might do some things better than they've ever had before.
Yeah, that's
when it becomes, wait a minute, I thought I just wanted to have sex with this guy.
Yeah.
Fam, that is my life, bro. I'm not even exaggerating.
I want to keep them around now.
Mhm.
And they jump on you.
What they asked for in the beginning becomes not what they wanted at the end.
That's how I got a girlfriend right now.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Oh, interesting.
We like it wasn't none of that before. It wasn't no. When I say I was asking her for a relationship, she didn't want one.
Yeah.
And now it's like we live together.
I know, just like that. I know. Yeah, y'all got a nice setup in there too.
You ever wake up, man, and say to yourself, "Am I get in this situation?" I mean, I'm serious. You meet a chick, you know, it's short term. From 1 week to the next, it seems like y'all been kicking it for 6-8 months and 6-8 days.
Yeah.
And you land in her bed, y'all done all the things you can do sexually and did it backwards. And you're like, damn, how did I get to this point? I didn't sign up to be your baby daddy. I didn't sign up to be your man. I was just, going through something at the moment and wanted somebody to bring me out of it.
Right.
And then I'm like, wait a minute. She talking about getting married. She talking about this, that, and the other. That's what I went through a lot, I guess, in my 30s. And I'm like, you know what? Now I try to lay down the groundwork in the very beginning. Beginning, you know.
How old are you now?
I'm 47. 47. And my goal right now is I always say, and I think I say it somewhere in my book, a man knows what he wants from you the day he lays eyes on you.
That's why I just left from telling my girl that.
Yes. The longer you date her, the less she's gonna get what she wants. If we're gonna marry you, we're probably gonna do it in the first year. If you were a chick and y'all been together for like 3-4 years, chances are, I mean, I can't, like I said, I try to speak in fact, but chances are the longer y'all date, the less likely you guys gonna get married because you know too much about her. You know? You know how she wipes herself when she gets off the toilet?
Yeah.
You know how she cook or can't cook? You know what she's going to burn or can't burn?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So you know all of her idiosyncrasies. You know all the things she's going to do. And so I'm not going to be with you, marry you after like 8 years of dating. No. So.
That's kind of interesting though, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I've and I've talked to you on this occasions before, you know what I'm saying, in the past and all that. But, like I said, remember when I told you that what you were telling me years ago, it was just kind of hitting me now, in a sense, because I would put myself in a situation to where I'm like, yeah, I'm seeing what they're coming with. You know what I mean? I had that Captain Save-A-Hole mentality, and not to call them out.
I mean, it is what it is, though.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just the heart that I had, but at the same time, deep inside, though, I was like, man, I really just want some ass. I just want to have some fun. I just want to kick it. Next thing you know, I'm over here helping paying bills. You know what I'm saying?
Cooking,
I'm paying bills, cleaning,
changing diapers,
taking out the trash and shit like that, and taking kids to school.
Signing for UPS.
Yeah. Sharing insurance and shit. Like, I'll make sure.
I'm telling you.
But, now, like I say, like, and I hate that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in my mid-30s, man, and it's like this. I've been through too much, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I wasted my time in a sense, and I don't mean that in a bad way, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that I dated and all that. Y'all know I was fucked up in the head. Y'all know that shit. Y'all know I was, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just glad that I was able to come real with myself. And
hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I want. To get a hell yeah from him, it means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just to know what I want. And even with people that I speak with the ladies that I may speak with or anything like that, like I try to be as honest as possible about where I stand and what I'm doing, especially with this business and everything. everything's been kind of like smooth running and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I have to thank you for that, sir. This is a handshake.
Okay.
Right? Really, man, just for that, because it stuck with me in a sense that just really simple, honest, and direct is really the way to be in any situation, man. And you can be happy if you win some, and be happy if you lose some. But if you lose some, you're happy that you at least told the truth about it. You know what I'm saying? Now, there was a sequel to that book.
Okay.
That was Anatomy of a Cheater. The sequel. That was
The Marriage Years.
Marriage Years.
It's still at home on my computer, unpublished.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of years of me just looking at it. And my mother told me, she was like, tell me about your 3 books. And I said, okay, Mom. I said, the first one is Anatomy of a Cheater. You know, when I was young, up to the time I was like 22, 23. The second one is The Marriage Years. I finished that book probably 2015. And it's down and dirty. It's worse than the first one because it tells you things like how I learned to have sex. Men, I'm sorry, I'm be honest. You don't fall out of bed one day and say, I'm great at sex.
True.
Somebody taught you to be good at what you're doing.
I remember.
And that's what Anatomy of a Cheater Part 2. You know, this young lady, or she was an older lady, always older ladies just to be who we are.
Did they have plates in the microwave for you when you got done?
Oh my God.
she worked in the kitchen.
Wrap that saran wrap.
You said she worked in the kitchen.
No, this was a different one here.
I
don't even want to go there. She was an older lady.
Yeah.
If y'all remember in the first book, Diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond.
I remember Diamond.
Diamond was the chick.
Yeah.
Well, in the second book, I'll give you a piece of what happened. Diamond had to move home, go back to where she was from in Georgia.
Yeah.
But the sign of a real good chick, she wants her man to be taken care of.
Right.
So her and Diamond worked together. So Diamond turned me on to somebody at work that she had been speaking about me with.
Damn.
You know, it's great when a woman builds you up.
Where is these women?
Get referrals.
Where is the dick referral at, bro? You know, listen, I want somebody to be taking care of that dick when I'm wrong. And I'm trusting you with it. I'm holding you with this dick. Okay?
I mean, y'all laughing, but that's exactly how it happened.
It is true.
She was an older lady. She wasn't getting her needs met in her home.
Yeah.
And Diamond rolled out. But before she rolled out, she gave me that gift. And
the gift that keeps on giving.
Man, what? And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. She was the first woman I was ever with that squirted.
Dang.
And dude, I was afraid of her.
You thought it was some demonic shit?
Man, she would call me and say she ready for round 2, 3, or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, I look at the phone, man. This is before call ID.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm on her.
Yeah.
I'd make up some shit when I answer.
Right.
Are you ready? Oh my God. I really wasn't feeling well today. My stomach was hurting.
Yeah. She was tired.
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude, I was young. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was like 21, 22. She was damn near 40.
Yeah.
And man, in my book, I tell you the exact words she used when she was teaching me.
Yeah.
She said, baby, feel what mama doing to you.
Dang.
I want you to feel it. I'm like, I got it. No.
I said, no. Talk right there.
Yeah. She said, I want you to close your eyes.
Damn.
And put your brain down to where your other head is.
Oh, man,
and I want you to feel what I'm doing. And she would take her body and just clamp down on my shit.
Damn.
And man, whoo. And in the midst of one of those clamps, she would squirt. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Are you peeing on me?
I ran out the room.
Yeah.
I went to work and told this old dude, or this older guy that worked with me, he was like a mentor. He was like, man, she's squirting on you, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, you need to get, he said, what's her number? And man, when I got over myself and stopped being afraid, I went back to her, man. And it was almost like going to school with a grown-up. Man, she would bring me in and we would have class.
Yeah.
You know, I would get in bed and she would put me in a position she wanted me to be in.
Yeah.
I want you to do this way. I want you to do this. You know, baby, you have a lot of potential. You just haven't been using it.
Yeah.
For real. Y'all laughing, but I'm being honest. I'm being honest.
Damn.
And she just started putting it on. And it just, as class went on, I just got better and better and better on it. And basically, when I left Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, it was like she sent me out to the wild. And I go out there and tame from other people. And man, I've been
tamed. It's almost she kind of pimped you at first.
100%.
But that was, I would be willing to do that.
That ain't that what happened to you?
I would be, Yeah, but we worked as a team though. We sent each other out. You know what I'm saying? You go over here. You go over here.
Then was she older though? Barely,
barely, not too much. About 6 years, 7 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You feel me?
I learned a lot from her.
Yeah,
y'all got me thinking.
look, you
know
you look off to the sky like that, like you know. So
arm on the hip.
Dr. Anatomy.
Yes.
Now, like I remember, you were at the time. I used to read a lot of those letters and stuff that like some of your either clients and or fans would be, writing you stuff about the situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to recall this one. I can't really remember, but to keep me from thinking about it, can you can you name an incident with a particular person that has, emailed you about a situation that they needed advice on? What really intrigued you or got you hyped about explaining to them or giving them type of advice? What's the best advice you gave them or the best story you've heard?
Well, my blog spot, www.theanatomyofacheater.blogspot.com. Still up, still running.
We'll put that up.
I used to answer questions, kind of like the Dr. Phil of the internet when it came to
Dr.
sex.
Feel Good.
People would just ask me, what was going on in their life. I mean, I had a host of different things, man, from infidelity to people in the pulpit, messing with people in their clergy, messing with people in their following. And so, I mean, it was a little bit of everything, man. So, I mean, just you give it to me. I'll try my best to explain it, I'm trying to think. You said the one that...
What's one that stick out to you to be like, ooh, this... Yeah, let me get into this one right here.
I should have been better prepared for this.
But, I mean, it was probably all of them though, because ain't none of that shit.
Okay, so I'll give you a scenario. Okay. Okay, we're talking about social media here. How do you deal with women that clout chase? For example,
you talking about like thirst trapping shit?
Thirst trapping is what they call it now.
Thirst trapping?
Yeah.
What is thirst trapping?
Okay. Like when they post, basically, like they post pictures of themselves and shit like that, but they not act like they don't want no dick.
She made basically like let's just say she's butt ass naked. She take a picture of herself, right? A little selfie, and she'll say, "I'm not ready to go to work." But what does that got to do with you standing butt naked taking a selfie? Type shit. How do you approach women like that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you want to date them,
because
you show them no attention. The person that they want the thirsty guy. Mm-hmm. They want to play ball with them. It's like ping pong back and forth. But the way I do things is I just turn a blind eye. That's not my clientele. That's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I used to always say I dated out of my race.
Mm-hmm.
And when I dated out of my race, I always tried to be the first of my kind with that race.
Gotcha.
And the reason that is because, say for instance, let's just say Caucasian woman.
Yeah.
If you date a Caucasian woman who prides herself on dating black guys, she thinks she knows more about being black than you.
I feel you.
So, we talked about this too.
We did.
So I always try to date women who are, my word is not thirsty. My word is they're seeking knowledge. They want to know more about what it is they've heard about a particular race. And so when you go in there and you're the first airplane to land on that runway. Yeah.
I ain't never heard that like that before.
You can give them all of who you are, because you got to understand, you represent an entire race.
Yeah.
And so you're the first one to land on that runway.
Right.
It's something else.
Yeah.
You giving them what they're asking for. And so if done correctly, they'll never forget you.
Because I got an example for you. Like, this is on a small scale, but like, so there was this chick on Facebook, because I sometimes I'd be looking for content to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And there was a chick on Facebook, and basically she just broke up with a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
This white girl, and she said, gosh, you know what I'm saying? I tell everybody that I'm single, and everybody just filling on my inbox. Y'all slow down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, in the back of my mind, like, I actually put it in the comments, you know what I'm saying? I was just feeling myself. I said, but you the one that told everybody that you single. You know what I'm saying? And literally on her thing, she said, I'm single. You know what I'm saying? I'm single, like, shoot your shot. That's exactly what she said. And then the next message was later, she was like, dang, I tell everybody I'm single and y'all fill it up my inbox. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to slow down. And my mind like, well, you told us to shoot our shot. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, the next day, she writes up, she posts, she said, I don't need a man for anything. You know what I'm saying? And all this stuff like that. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, you just told us to hit up your inbox. You available. You know what I'm saying? And all that. Like, how do you deal with that type of psyche? Like, because I really do feel like that most women on social media, they thirst trap, they say things to get your attention. Like, oh, y'all seen on social media where girls will be like, bored as fuck, I'm horny. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, they'll be saying some shit like that.
Literally be posting up like explicit scene.
Mood. And then all you see is niggas in the comments with eyeballs and plants.
Put your mic in front of you.
Oh, my bad. Eyeballs and right here.
Yeah, like
it.
It's twisted thing.
I got you, fam.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. I was talking
Well,
about
the whole thing is...
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
I'm still talking on the back.
Fam. Don't worry about it, people.
You know what?
Don't worry about it. I'll fix it in post.
I just talk like this. You know what I'm saying? But why does it do that?
Why does it do? Y'all set that up.
I did. I did. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, can you do something about that right quick? Appreciate you, big dog.
You know, I'm gonna try.
Do it say back on the thing? I'm sorry, bro. We just mid podcast. Listen, man, this is Royce's Rant, and this motherfucker right here.
This is how we do it. Hold on, man.
Look like me. I'm thinking about hustle and flow. Yeah, it sounded like I was talking. Why I gotta pay about that much more for that mic and that right there, man? You know, do the same thing.
You gonna go in and get that mic. You gonna go in and get that mic, man.
And he's sitting in there and she did what she
got that mic, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
That was his biggest fan.
We do what we gotta do, Layla. We got Lola.
That's the best motivational speech I done seen.
Oh yeah, man. You know what? We're just gonna treat it like.
Okay, we gonna do it like it.
I don't know, man. Which way should I do it? Like this?
Bro,
it don't matter.
Just make it work.
Just make it work. All right, we're gonna make it work. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do a little thing like that. You know what I'm saying? So so we rolling now. We rolling.
Right,
yeah. But no, man. I always just wondered, like, just like, man, how do you if you really trying to get with the chick? You know
he don't go for them women, bro.
I'm not asking him what he go for. I'm just saying, like, what advice would he give to somebody that want to go after somebody? Because these are, of course, they're probably like between like 25 and 28 years old, 23, 28 years old, saying stuff like this. Like, okay, let me ask you this question: if that's the case, what do you think they're seeking? What is it that they really, really, really want?
Attention.
Okay, attention that they can curve.
Just attention to themselves, you know. For me, and I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings, but that's a low self-esteem individual.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she's trying to see how many likes she can get. She's trying to up her stock,
right?
You know, and nothing wrong with that. You know, it's like putting a whole bunch of cattle behind the gate, and trying to pick out the best beef. Now, that's the best way to look at it. You know, she's trying to figure out who's interested in me. How can I make them what I want them to be? Like you said, that's not really my specialty. I can't do it like that. You know, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I might shoot her a like or something.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
In the back of my mind, I already know that I'm not what she's looking for.
Right. Yeah. You know, and like
she need a full-time, like,
that's what I was saying. Like
everything.
Everything. Because I stopped. I just at that time I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna entertain that. But I always just thought it was I really did think about it. But my way of entertaining it was talking smart, like, motherfucker, you just said you wanted us to hit your inbox. I'd be trying to call him out on the spot. But now you saying, whoa, y'all need to slow down. Oh, I don't need a man for anything. Did somebody got a truck? I need to get my ex-boyfriend stuff out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did you really say that?
Yeah. I wish I would have screenshot it. I can go back to her page. It's still on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
We believe.
I'd be like, man, you know.
You talk about social media. The thing that gets me the most on social media is the people that look too good to be true. Because I've met a lot of them.
Yeah.
And you get to the bar or you get to where you're going to meet them. I always try to meet them in a public place like a Starbucks.
Yeah.
Where I ain't going to spend a whole lot of money trying to understand who you are.
Right.
So you get out there and the bottom don't look like the top.
So
you know what I'm saying? Or the top, they got a pretty face, but they know how to play them angles.
Angles. Girl, you know how to take your angles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, wait. I have literally gone in the bathroom, looked at myself in the mirror and like, how you missed that?
Yeah.
Bro, I've been talking to people on FaceTime and they look different in person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
You
they
look
got-
at on FaceTime. Dead ass.
They got apps for
I
that.
just FaceTimed you before I pulled up. What the
So
fuck
now
you
I
doing?
just try to make sure. I try to go backwards. You know, if they got an angle shot, I try to be the camera myself with my eyes and look down on the wait.
Yeah.
What am I missing?
Right.
And the other thing is, and this is a big one.
Yeah.
I keep meeting people on social media who are too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
You get to know them, you date them 2 or 3 months, and then you realize why they're on social media.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, if they are who they say they are, they shouldn't be trying to trap a whole bunch of flies
Yeah.
with this sweet piece of cornbread.
That is
Yeah.
true, man. Yeah, that is true. You know, because you know what?
Remember that
The
when you
best-
start drooling over these bitches.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm going through rehab. But you know what I'm saying? But the one thing that I do know is that the best snatch I've always ever had.
Snatch.
Snatch as in coochie?
Yeah.
I'm
Who
sorry.
call
Okay.
it snatch?
It's an old terminology.
A
man. I'm
white
sorry.
porn site
No,
or something.
man. The best piece, you know what I'm saying, that I've had, like, as far as were the ones who it just wasn't showcased like that.
Mhm.
It
They
was
know they got
that
it.
secret freak. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, don't get me wrong. I have went after though. There was some hoes with some good, you know, some good booty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, but it was like the ones that kind of kept it like a secret in a sense. You know, like that was like the best. I like girls who just, like you said, like they know what they got. There ain't no reason to be showcasing. Because to me, if they showcasing, is something. I always feel like something's wrong.
Mhm.
Something ain't right. It
As
must
you
not be
get
that
older,
good.
man, you start to date. All right, I want you to look at it like this. I know since we doing it video wise, but we
Yeah.
also doing it on on
Right.
radio. Like, so I want you to visualize this. There's 3 places you can be.
Mm.
You can be on my level, you can be higher than me,
Mhm.
and you can be lower than me. Right.
Mhm.
So if you believe in yourself, you can meet a girl that's below you any day of the week.
Mhm.
And you can have sex with her. If your goal is to have sex in a couple of days,
Right.
you can always meet that goal.
Mm-hmm.
That's below. If you meet a girl on your level, she's going to always say to you, oh my God, I cannot believe I've had sex with you in 24 to 48 hours. You know, as if you're something special.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't went out of your way
Right.
to make her do something she ain't normally done.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't need either one of those.
Okay.
Now, don't get me wrong. I can't tell you I haven't tripped over some of those on my way on my climb.
Those stepping stones.
But my goal is to always find, and everybody know this.
Yeah.
Every time you read a profile, they'll say, if you're looking for a one night stand, I'm not your person.
Oh my gosh.
If you're looking for a quick
Yes.
lay or a friends with benefits, keep on swiping.
Yes.
You know what?
That's
That's a
your shit.
subliminal message that I am exactly what I just typed.
Mhm.
I'm looking for the same damn thing that you're looking for.
Yeah.
They just trying to weed out the
Yep.
person that can't see that.
Right.
Mhm. That's what I mean by not listening to exactly what they say.
Yes.
Like certain shit you gotta read past. Because them bitches don't want a relationship just like the rest of them don't. You feel me?
In my time, it might have been, when did that one app come out anyway? I can't remember.
Which
But
one?
I think it was Tinder.
Okay.
But there was a chick I met on Tinder that said that exact same thing. I'm not looking for a one night stand. I'm not looking for a booty call. You know what I'm saying? But then when we got to talking, shit, she didn't want to turn the conversation into
Yeah,
sex.
bro. Oh my God. I just dealt with
Or
this.
when
the
you
other day.
driving home from her house,
Yeah.
from just finished knocking it to the left,
Right.
you ain't got no more condoms left in the box.
Right.
You say to yourself, wait a minute.
Didn't she say?
Did she say she wasn't looking for
Mm-hmm.
That would be the main
And
ones that
the
initiated.
nastiest things.
what?
Unthinkable things. Like, you got to look up in the sky.
That's why, man, you have to create some boundaries for yourself.
Yeah.
And one of my boundaries, we're finna get into it,
All
is
right.
this. I wouldn't let every girl perform oral sex on me.
Explain.
Because
Yeah, break this down. I'm
everybody
interested
thinks that when they perform oral sex on you, they're good.
in this. Who that? Who?
They think they're good.
They
go
do?
down. So my thing is to tell them, hey, you know what? That's not what I'm seeking.
Yeah.
Because it's not. I always say to myself, I've had the best, so I'm not fucking with the rest. Think about that. Now, I'm at a different level than most of you guys as far as age.
True that.
But I want y'all to think about there's a show that you probably can go to YouTube and check it out called Flipper.
Shout out to
Flipper was a damn dolphin.
Right.
Okay.
They call him Flipper.
That's it. So I tell chicks that want to suck me or perform oral sex on Mr. Dr. Anatomy that in Flipper, they would go deep sea diving with a air tank on their back. And they would flip backwards off the boat to go underwater. Okay, I want you to think about this.
Right.
Visualize.
All right.
If you put this apparatus in your mouth, what you doing? You breathing.
Right.
If you go 50 feet below the water and it comes out, you pulling in water, you're going to die.
Right.
I need you to suck my Peter like you sucking air.
Like you need it.
Like you needed to live.
Need to breathe.
If you pull it out of your mouth, you going to die. Suck it with a purpose.
With a purpose. With a purpose.
And suck that venom when it secretes. Do not allow it to
Hit
drop.
Real spit.
I'm telling you.
No spit.
No spit. I'm sorry. Real talk.
You suck it till the swelling go down.
Grown women, y'all hear that? Say, grown women, like, hey, let's stop being lazy with that head.
Nah, this real talk, fam. I never heard a dude say I eat pussy just because she asked me to. We don't do pussy. We eat pussy to get the job done.
Well, no. You don't want to rush through it because a lot of brothers gonna take it the wrong way to get the job done. No. You eat their ass as if you're trying to accomplish something.
Yeah.
You know, my goal is this. There's a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I want to say habit number 5 says, seek first to understand, then to be understood. I might be off on the numbers, but it still say the same thing.
Yeah.
And I say that to mean, if you understand what their needs are and you meet them, your needs will be met. So you make sure, if you always make sure every time you lay down with her, she achieves an orgasm, guess who she calling on them lonely late nights after work and the kids go down? I'm going to tell y'all right now. Y'all take it from my book. The best female out there today is a single mother. A single mother ain't got time to play games.
They sure don't.
She ain't playing no games.
They on a schedule too.
You got to understand now, usually she's the only person in that kid's life that if something goes wrong at school, they calling her. She has to leave work, go pick him up. She knows that he has a schedule. He has basketball practice. She tired at the end of the day. When she lays him down at 8 o'clock and she want her needs met, she has to make sure that she ain't calling no Rudy Poo. She got to call somebody.
That no gonna get the job.
Right.
Hey, can you come through? And all that means is, can you come over here after I have a nice shower, had a glass of cognac?
Baby,
can you knock this thing off for me without too much noise when you wake my boy baby up? I need you to
knock that shit to the left.
What's that song?
That's
the neighbors.
No, the neighbors know my name.
The neighbors know my name.
The neighbors know my name.
Exactly. So they can say, was Dr. Anatomy over here last night? How you know, girl? You see his card? I didn't see his card.
I didn't see his card.
He might have been on a bicycle. I just heard the wall knock. And that's the way it should be. You know, hone in on your craft. Do what you do and do it well. So when you get up, you dust off. Oh my goodness. There are some things you can do to separate yourself from the next guy. Why don't you, when you finish knocking her off, why don't you get up and get 3 hot towels with a little Dove soap? And you clean her ass up instead of her cleaning you up. Yes. Clean her up. Put them hot towels on.
I heard about that. I heard about the hot towels.
I never watched, but I handed them. You know what I'm saying?
Though, because you got to get a special device for the hot towel.
No, you can take that hot water. And some hotels, the water don't get too hot.
Right.
But you can take that hot water and let it run and let it keep running. And while it's running, soak those towels and take one, wring it out, take it to her body, clean her up, and massage that middle spot real good. Sometimes, if you do it right, she might achieve another orgasm.
I heard about that.
After the fact.
I ain't tried it yet, though.
And think about this. You just separated yourself from all the guys she been with in the past. What guy gets up and cleans her up? Most guys think back like, hey, can you give me a towel, please?
Yeah. Well, I at least give them a hot rag though, but I've never dapped them down though. Like I've dapped it down like my girl. You know what I'm saying?
I clean my girl.
But you know what I'm saying? Like I at least think about the the warm towel for them. You know what I'm saying? Not too hot because I know sometimes they clip be a little sensitive and stuff like that. But like, yeah, it's always it's the aftermath. They want to. I mean, ask you this: do you feel like even after it's done, you know what I'm saying? Like they still want to feel like do you feel like women want to be treated like a hit it and quit it, or like do you?
No.
Like
separate yourself.
What should you do?
You should always separate yourself.
Yeah.
Even though in your mind she might be a hit it or quit it type.
Yeah.
Treat her as if she's somebody special. And every time she remembers something being good, she's gonna always remember.
Bro, listen, this whole podcast is fucking confirmation for me.
Yeah. So I'm
not even playing. I'm not exaggerating one bit. This bitch I got somebody in Arizona. They give me. They was like, I can't wait till August to get here.
Yeah.
I'm like, what I do? So it's just I don't know, man. I'm like, I know you got other people here. I know, but I want you though. Like,
man, I'm gonna tell you about that right there. I met a girl in 2010. Do she know who she is? Whew.
Yeah.
We had been seeing each other every year, once or twice a year, for a lot of years. And I never concerned myself with what she was doing in the time frames that I didn't see her.
Yeah.
We would pick a destination, whether it was Milwaukee or Vegas or Dallas or, Atlanta. They would dip in, come see you. And for that weekend, she is the queen.
Yeah.
She's the queen. You treat her like that. You treat her as such that when she gets back on that plane, when I would drop her off at the airport, she would cry as if we were in deep love. And the whole time that we weren't together, she would tell me about the relationship that would come and go. I honestly believe the normal love cycle right now of a relationship is anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And, usually guys move on after that. You know who somebody is in about 6 months. So for me and her, she would always meet these guys and I would listen to her ups and downs. Oh, I'm dating this guy. He's from so-and-so. And I would just wait it out. 4 or 5 months would go by. She'd be like, I said, what happened to the old boy you was dating? Oh, he gone. Things fell apart. And that became a cycle for her. But at least she knew a couple times a year we were going to get together, have a great weekend, put it down, whereas it looks like we were in love to the naked eye. But then when it was over, she'd go back to her neutral corner of the country. I go back to where I'm from, down south, and until the next time comes around. And, we did this a few times. And, when you get into a serious relationship, you have to drop it off. You just tell the truth. Look, I'm dating somebody or I just married somebody. It's not like that anymore. And she respects it. I respect it on her end. But if that falls off, you always got that person in your corner because you treated her special.
That's crazy.
A lot. Now, can we talk about this, dude? Because I hate this shit. Why can niggas stop lying to get pussy, man?
Lying to get pussy?
Yes, bro. I deal with so many people who like they done been lied to. Like, I guess the dude sold them a dream or something, and then he hit it and disappeared or something. I'm what the fuck? Like, now I got to deal with this nigga mess.
Yeah.
Now she don't want to get me the pussy because I made her feel good and shit. What you got to say about that, man?
You mean like having the back cleanup?
Basically. Yeah. It's just part of life.
It ain't literally part of life. You just got to be who you are. You got to pick and choose your battles. You know what I'm saying? If she can trust you, she will tell you the truth about how she feels. And that truth will help you with your next relationship or your next conquest. And I hate to sound like that, but if she feels like she can tell you everything, like for instance, when the women tell you, I'm strictly dickly, I ain't messing with no woman.
Yeah.
Okay. It ain't my goal. And 2 months later, y'all doing a threesome and she eating somebody else's ass or somebody eating her ass. And you're like, in the back of your mind, you say, what? She told me she was strictly. But you cannot point it out or rub her face in it because then she's shamed.
Yeah.
Right.
You just got to let it keep going because both of you guys know what happened. She probably has gone through something with some dude who tried something or wanted. Y'all, I love these guys that want their women to be in a threesome and then they do it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because sometimes more than you, she wanted to be in a threesome.
True.
And
That's
y'all get in this arena and do not understand the rules of it. Let me give everybody the rules of a threesome.
True,
I need
The
these.
rules of a threesome is
All right.
you always have one lady who you love and you care about.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
The third person who most dudes always want to double back. You can't do that.
Right.
If she trusts you enough to allow someone else in your bedroom, treat your woman like she's the queen.
Exactly. I feel you.
You keep her at an arm's length. You can get the third person and enjoy it to the best of your ability in front of her eyes. But make sure the woman you're dating, knows that if she says it's over, cut it off.
Yeah.
As much as you don't want to, cut it off because you will always live to fight another day. And that's real talk. Real talk.
My man right here looks satisfied today. Like I think he. Hold on, bro. Give me some, bro. Like I'm so happy for this dude. Like he is sad. This is really up his alley. Like you know what I'm saying. I have That's all good.
All
right.
What just happened?
I don't know.
We good. Hold on. Let me get it back recorded.
Right.
We're recording on the thing though. You can
yeah. But you know what I'm saying? This was right up his alley, you know what I mean? Because
this is right up my alley.
You know, again, I mean, we talk about a lot of this stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? And it's just good to get confirmation. That you were the first person I thought of, man, like, man, all the stuff you talking about, man, you feel me? But like go ahead and you know, just one more time, man. Just tell people, man, where they can go, man, and contact with you. Because this man, let me tell you something, man. Like, when we were helping them, like, you know, shoot the film for, you know, Anatomy of a Cheater and everything like that, like on his website where people were like asking him certain questions, like, man, that shit was popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna tell y'all now, and these are just for like the people that I know and that I don't know, and the ones that are just tuning in on everything and what's going down. Like, this man right here, I'm telling you, it's for men out there, you feel me, that, you know, pretty much have questions about, man, you know, what do I do about this type of particular female here? Like, what do I give her here? What do I give her there? Like, I'm really not ready for this. What do I do? Like, he has pretty much damn near every answer or some type of solution that you can, you know, what can I say, apply to your life, you know what I'm saying, to really help. I'll tell you like this nigga really helped me. In a sense, you know what I'm saying? I was a little hard-headed. I wasn't listening, you know what I mean? But
yeah, still ain't listening.
It's the truth. I'm listening. Hey, I have no chains. That's all that matters. I have no chains, bro. Like, I am NSA all day. You feel me? You feel me? And everybody understands, you know what I'm saying?
What do NSA mean?
NSA means no strings attached, homie.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, bro. I forgot. You didn't come up in that age like that.
Nah, I don't know what the fuck that means. That's only some shit you would text somebody on the beat.
Again, it's the blog spot is www.theanatomyofacheater, just like it sounds, .blogspot.com. And you can go there right now and read a lot of the stories. Basically, what it was is it was kind of like a Dear Abby column. People would write me, email me, and ask me, you know, what do I do about this? And my format was I would let all the listeners or the people that were blogging answer. And then I would come in at the very end and give my answer. And we would go back and forth, do some dialogue. And it was very popular. It never went away. What happened was it got so popular that I had a 9-to-5 and I couldn't keep up. You know? So I would have it tuned in with other social media sites. Like you would go there to the blog spot and it would bounce off Facebook, and then all of my friends on Facebook would do their answer and go back. Man, it was very popular. And I've been saying I want to bring it back, and maybe this is the reason I should.
This shit.
They need it. You know
it was
like
it was an advice column. You know, I tried to keep it as real as possible, and it literally got down and dirty. You can go back; it's still there. That's what I like about blogging. Oh yeah, they don't ever erase it, so it's still there.
If it go on the internet, it's there forever.
It's there. Juicy stories. I'm gonna tell you that. A lot of stories, like boy, it. Hey, I mean, shout out to Steve Harvey, but it ain't, you know, Strawberry Letter ain't got nothing on Dr. Anatomy's letters, bro. Like,
I'm telling you, hey. And the thing is, you know, I tried to keep it 100 based on my life, based on the things that had happened to me. Like we just talked about the threesome thing, the foursome thing, you know, going to swingers clubs, you know. Nowadays, it's 2019. Everybody trying to reinvent the wheel. And there's no reason to.
Yeah.
everything that we've done is out there somewhere. I mean, it ain't like the world just started. So a lot of people have a lot of different desires, but they're afraid to go home and say to their husband or say to their wives, I want to try this, or say to their girlfriend, I want to try this. So you got guys who's sitting behind the scenes saying, hey, you know what? I'll help you do that.
Yeah.
So they break up with the boyfriend or girlfriend for a few months here or there. And the guy that goes away, he thinks that's playtime. He goes away and he knows in the back of his mind, I'm going to get back with her. But right now, I got a hall pass.
Man.
Well, guess what? She got a hall pass too.
Yeah.
And she's seeking out somebody like me, trying to get some confirmation, am I bi? Am I curious?
Yeah.
This. I don't believe in titles.
Yeah.
Do you? I tell anybody, I've done everything a person can do sexually except for be with a man. And that's just not me. I'm not homophobic. It's just not me.
Right.
But if you ask me about being with a woman or 2 or 3 of them at the same time, we've done it. We wrote it down. We were all good.
Yeah.
And we don't have any STDs.
Hey.
Our goal is to keep it
drug
clean.
and disease free, baby.
Keep it 100. Keep it 100, but I'm glad to be here, man. I'm enjoying life.
We're glad to have you here. You know what I'm saying?
Life too.
Man, we gonna wrap this up. But let me end this by saying this though. Look, man, that's a whole other story. I have a story. He always gotta. It's like he gotta say that in every show. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good though. Look, hey, to all my fellas out there, man. I hope y'all took this advice. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
confirmation.
Hey, look, I don't even know if we can start a hashtag, you know what I'm saying? But let's not entertain this clout chasing of these girls, man. Let's make them tell us what they really want. We ain't got time for this subliminal stuff. I'm tired. I'm ready. I'm tired. I'm butt ass naked. I'm mad. Yeah, man. I'm big mad. I'm big mad. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm big mad, and I'm mad for every other brother that's mad just like me because sometimes we just want a little piece. We just want a little piece of it. We just being real, but y'all playing these games and y'all thirst trapping and stuff. One day you gonna get what you don't want. That's not a threat.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's me. You may get somebody up in your inbox that, you know what I'm saying, they with the games, you know what I'm saying? Like, they for real about their business, man. Really, if everybody was just real and truthful about what they want,
they're gonna be like, oh, dog,
it'll be so much happier.
Like, put the gun up to the head for the number. I know what you say about
my mama.
Put that gun up to the head for the number or something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I just wanted a double cheeseburger, man, and you want some ass? Like, no, man, real talk, man. Just keep it 100. Like you said, keep it 100, man. You know what I'm saying? As in Marcus would say, keep it 1,000. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. But like,
as hell,
hey man, hey look, that one corner, man.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm your boss.
Oh, told you, nigga.
Hey, the truth is the truth.
Hey,
we giving it
and face the truth, because that ain't never gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? But no, man, we really do appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out that book, man. Anatomy of a Cheater. It's Mr. Herschel Williams, aka Dr. Anatomy. You can Google that stuff any other way they can get it. You got any other sort of thing?
Oh man, you can go to Facebook. I'm always on Facebook, just like my name says. It's Herschel Williams on Facebook. Herschel Williams the 4th. I got a son that's the 5th, so don't bother him, bother me. But Anatomy of a Cheater, you can always Google it. It's out there. I mean, it ain't going nowhere. Once it's on the internet, it's out there. But we always looking for new platforms, new places to speak.
Already.
I try to do speaking engagements. I still try to do a little life coaching here and there. But if I'm life coaching you, I'm keeping it 100.
All the way.
Yeah, we need to have him back.
Definitely.
To get into the stories and shit for real.
Because all the stories, remember, everything in the book, I don't care how you think it is or what she told you. Yeah. They all true,
You said I don't care what she told you.
I do not embellish the truth. I tell you the truth. I'm sorry. No, you know what? I'm not really sorry. No,
sorry, not sorry.
It was just some things that I went through in life, and so I just decided to document them, keep it real, and talk about it, And so, if that makes me a male whore, then so be it. But I've come a long ways, and what gets me the most, and I'm gonna close it out with this. What gets me the most is people that you meet today think you're the same person you were 20, 25 years ago. Come on now. Just because you read it today and bought the book today don't mean I'm the same person I was back then.
True.
He in there, but I ain't the same guy.
Ain't the same guy. We'll end it at that, man. It's your boy Royce, the voice of the K-Team, Orange Clique leaders. My co-host Dante, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to K-Mars, executive producer. Shout out to Gabe. And most and foremost, shout out to Josh. But last but not least, shout out to Herschel Williams for blessing the mic, you know what I'm saying? And we hope to have him again sometime, man. And we out. This is Royce's Rant.
Clap.
Hey.
Dude, stupid as hell.
Oh man, I like
Royce.